3 whole seconds.
That's not.
No, you didn't.
Now.
Okay. So anyway, they did it right from the beginning, like us. We did it right from the beginning too.
Yeah, no, we never do though.
Neither do they, the gaming industry.
Oh goodness.
What's great is this show has got a lot of hands-on experience to talk about. You could fill most of this show with just disappointment in games.
I mean, that's mostly This show's going to be a big rant. I mean, we know it.
You pulled all those topics, but I'm like, dude, I've got 3 on my mind.
We only got 2 or 3 topics. We don't really have much.
I got 3 on my heart.
And of those topics, they sort of relate to the rant. You enjoy that video I sent you, Blood, on Discord?
That was
awesome.
Is
so true. It is so true.
Just if you haven't seen it and you've been feeling the pain from Xbox, look up Xbox Warp Zone video, and you'll. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, I watch a lot of those videos. There's another guy that does really good, like the different game companies represented, and he did a good one on Xbox, but no, the one he showed is just amazing. Like, I'm trying not to say the best joke. I don't want to spoil it for people, but there was one line where I said, that feels so much like what Xbox is. You're going to pop it in the chat and give them the link? You should. It is amazing. But yeah, dude, it's wild. It is wild. It is. That's probably it right there.
Yeah.
It's
link though. I really don't like Facebook.
We were talking before the show and about me getting hosed out on the Jeep, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm probably switching to gaming PC in the next year or two. Why do I even give a care about an achievement? Because I'm a completionist, but
I've seen that. I actually watch Warp Zone. I just realized I watch Warp Zone. Do a search of the site. Go. There's a search right there. No, down. No, the search there. Their stuff is there. Over to the magnifying glass. There you go. That will specifically search Warp Zone. But it's there it is.
Yeah, okay,
it's a short. That's why you had to find it.
Yeah.
But no, we were talking. Yeah, he got messed out of an achievement, and it's a really bad design. So, yeah. But let's get to that one later.
If you haven't seen it, it's being an Xbox fan in 2025. The Warp Zone. Check these guys out, dude. It was hilarious. That had me and
all their videos are pretty good, but yeah, this is the best. This is what a relationship with Xbox is like as a customer I've seen.
Yeah. So with that, let's get started. Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with.
I'm Q.
And on Discord,
we got Bloodaxe.
All right, let's get started. Man, this week has been full of stress and hate towards the game industry. I mean, they have screwed us in multiple ways this week. And, some of it's a continuation. It's just built up to that pinnacle moment of
the entire weekend's plans getting thrown off.
Of butt-hurtery.
One was a major surprise because we covered it and we realized what we covered was wrong.
Well, So
stay tuned for that.
I mean, we'll jump into those. But first, let's start with a couple of topics we got. First one is this is a we told you so too. Japanese game and comic platform DL Site launches its own payment alternative following the Visa and MasterCard suspensions. This is what's going to happen. We're going to have more payment alternatives come up and here's the problem.
What's the problem? I think that's great.
This Mena no Ginkgo payment. I don't know who they are. You know, I
know who they aren't.
It's going to take me but here's the thing. I mean, I don't know how secure they are. It's going to take a while before you can trust new payment. Of course, then again, Visa and MasterCard hadn't been really doing that great with protecting us anyway, so maybe this isn't that big of a deal.
I don't trust Visa and MasterCard.
Yeah.
They've lost my trust. I'm using it because it's what's available now until another alternative. If another valid credit card that I could use in most places came up, I'd get rid of my card, man, today. It's just like you said, you need veterancy to be my card. You do. But
so you're gonna see more,
I'm in the market.
Yeah, you're going to see more banks and more companies start coming up with with new payment systems to get around these, you know, that's all there is to it. We said it. There it is. It's happening.
We've been right about a lot of things. Well, not when it comes to the gaming industry, it seems, on every note. But, well, some stuff we've been right about.
Yeah.
Ha because I called something.
Second thing, as we talked about last week, how Nintendo attacked the mod community, and we said attacking the mod community is a bad idea because a lot of hackers are also in the mod communities.
And I went hard. I said, you're making yourself a target. It didn't take more than a week.
So Nintendo has allegedly been hacked by the Crimson Collective. They have announced that they have hacked Nintendo. We do know this is a legit hacking consortium because we know they've hacked other companies such as Red Hat in the past. So this is sort of Nintendo getting its due diligence. I mean,
while I'll never support the concept of your company should have to live in fear, I also, though, cannot help it and go, but there's also FAFO. You know, where it's like, hey, Nintendo. Because here's basically what happened. I don't believe they attacked Nintendo and any act of justice. I believe Nintendo made itself a target because the best company to hack is one that people are angry at because then, well, you get this muted reaction. We would normally have been like, it's terrible, but instead we're just like, Nintendo was really talking a lot of crap. You know, you end up not having sympathy. Yeah, Bloodaxe is laughing. I mean, that's just the truth. Right now, bad things can happen in Nintendo and people aren't going to care.
How many times have we seen somebody, some company, some event, something that the people like get attacked by somebody and the internet go on full spring to find out, to help fix it, you know, point the FBI in the right direction. I mean, we've seen all this. They're not going to get that help.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, look, when Sony got hacked, Sony was usually getting hacked when they were effing up. It was like, it's when you get targeted. You have moved the sentiment against you to where people are laughing at you instead of feeling bad for you. Like, literally, while we were looking at this, there's a bunch more lawsuits. I think you even have one of them. They're still suing the crap out of people. Like, they're not making games. They're just harassing internet creators. Well, guess what? They're going to harass you back, sucker. That's what happens. I hate to say this. It's like all this ID stuff. You showed that last week. Well, what happened? They hacked the digital ID. Got everybody's information. It's like, it's stupid. And it's annoying as an intelligent person to look and go, hey, guys, this isn't going to work. This is a bad idea. And then it's like, okay, and 3, 2, hacked.
Yeah.
Hacked and nobody cares. Even this article. Notice that if you go check the article we popped up, there is no tone of sympathy. There's no tone of sympathy. It's just like, hey, they got hacked. Yeah, the other one too. They're just like, oh, well. You guys got enough money to play around. Hey, put all that killer legal team on it. You know, hunt them down. I mean, you've been hunting down people that aren't really doing a lot. And, you know, you apparently think modders suck. Well, here you go. You get to class with the tech guys. Let's see how that works out.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't mean they deserve it. Doesn't mean it's a good way to run business. It's not good for the business. But F around and find out, man.
Well, here's the thing. I mean,
you also didn't have to provoke people.
The thing is, I mean, and this is another thing that these hacker groups have started doing, is they're not attacking the...
Yeah, they didn't go attack the customers.
The customers, yeah. They're going in, they're getting data from...
The assets, the developer files.
And stuff like that. And then they're going, hey, we're going to release this if you don't pay us. You know? And pretty much, they're asking for a lot more than what the...
No, they're going like, hey, man, you guys are real protective of your material, right?
Yeah. So...
I mean, the best way to put it is like this. And I'm hoping Zeno don't punch me. I'm going to try to make an analogy. It's a questionable analogy.
Oh?
But not politically. It's a questionable analogy. But it's like when you see a guy slap the crap out of a woman. Hold on. But it was preceded by that woman spitting in his face and trying to fight him. You know it's wrong. You never would approve of it happening, and you'll never do it yourself. But there's also a part of you that goes, but I mean, she really provoked that whole scenario that happened. It ended horribly.
I don't know, dude. I've gotten to the point where if a woman, I'm sorry. I've gotten to the point where if a woman smacked me or spit in my face, I grew up not hit, you don't hit women,
Texan,
don't touch
man,
women.
Don't put your hands on a woman.
But at this point, it's gotten out of hand, a lot of it, to the point where retaliation is becoming an option.
Well, no, I'm going to say it like this. Here's the secret part. We didn't know about the conversations that the mothers were having with their daughters. My mom told me, she told her nieces and all that, and they told them, because it was like, a man should never hit a woman. That's what we were told. And my mom said, oh no. And we told them, don't push a man too far. Like, don't hit him. Don't try to fight him, because he won't hit you if you don't try to fight him. Do not provoke him into a fight. Was the other side of that.
I don't think everybody got that same conversation.
In
today's climate.
Hang on, that's because it's a traditional women have been told that. Not these later generation women are as equal as men, then they can do anything a man can do.
I did not mean to start this topic.
Yeah.
But my point is that if you've seen a video, because I'm saying that it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad when it happens.
But my point is everybody can get pushed too far eventually. At some point, people break.
Well, also, I mean, you're going to defend yourself. I mean, you're not going to get beat down. Because it also used to be you just got slapped. I've been slapped. I've been slapped at a con. It was funny. Everybody laughed. I was like, all right, I'm wrong. Give me a slap. I don't care. That's how much I didn't care. But, like, if I got punched, that's going to change the environment dramatically. I'm like, whoa, I got hit in the eye.
Well, and that's why I'm saying that. There used to be that slap. But now it's like spit in your face and that.
Well, I was referencing that football video where I'm like, look, man, I don't even think he knew he did it. Because I think I'd black out. I'd black out if I got spit on.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on lately in the news, man. It's killing me.
I went way back. It's
killing me. Dude, I went to church today. I hadn't been to church in 20 years.
It's nice to have you, man.
That's how the world is.
Well, I mean, worse, it's local now. It's made its way into what we used to be saying terribly. But off of that. So all I'm saying is that I want to hold the stance that Dicejunkies does not support illegal activity. And neither do I. But I also will not feel bad for you if you look out and go, nanny, nanny, boo-boo, what you gonna do? And then somebody crimes you. And it's like, well, also, don't provoke. And like you said, it isn't the lawsuits I think they did it. I think it's when they looked at the modding community, which sadly, I mean, let's be real. What is modding other than hacking a game? It's taking the code and altering it, and it's changing it.
But I mean, my thing is I don't know, man. I have trouble feeling bad for Nintendo. I feel bad for the employees of Nintendo whose jobs will be affected by this, but I don't feel bad for Nintendo.
Well, it should be affected. Nintendo got plenty of money. They got money to file lawsuits up and down and try to copyright breathing. It's like somebody said, well, one of the first controllers that was functional with the crosspad, that was a Nintendo thing. How long before all our Xboxes can't have the little crosspad on it? I mean, they're going crazy. I'm shocked they haven't said, wait, do you have an A and B button? Oh, hell no. We do A and B button. You better get out the Atari stick because we're not allowed to control it.
You need a stick and one button.
So, I mean...
I used to... Man, that Atari stick, though, was nice. That was good stuff, man.
But you had to have some wrist strength, though, because you had to hold it. Because that stick sometimes got resistant.
So you held it because you had to use your thumb. You were holding it with to push the button. And then...
too much space in there. It's just start drifting the wrong direction, dude.
You were yanking on your stick too hard. Your mom told you to stop.
I played a lot of Pitfall, man.
Oh, Pitfall, the classic. Dude, that game. You went back. Pitfall was fun. That alligator.
Our jam was E.T. back in the day, so.
Oh, my God. E.T., yeah. You know, you're going to have to go dig it up out of desert. You want to find it now. You know, but yeah, so like
Actually,
this is a
played it. It was
scenario
bad.
where it's wrong, you know, but it's also predictable. I guess that's a more fair statement. It's hard for me to be sympathetic when I can go, you're gonna get hacked, and then you get hacked, and did they even go shore up security?
I mean, it's all rumorville right now. So I mean,
Yeah,
they
but
haven't.
this is a high profile hacking.
Here's the thing.
I don't think they're gonna damage their
If
rep by it.
Nintendo got hacked, I think they have to, by law, I think they have to basically say that they got hacked within 30
Depends
days.
on what they got hacked from. I think if it doesn't get into customer accounts.
Possibly, yeah, I don't know.
Either way, the evil side of me is over here with the black hat going, maybe they can reduce the budget they had to sue every damn body. Because let's be real, we're all hoping that evil Dicejunkies moment. The evil side of us, and this evil is saying maybe they can lose enough money that they back off the copyrights and try to make the money back making games. Because right now, Nintendo's not trying to make money. They're trying to stop everyone else from making money.
They're pulling a Disney.
Disney still puts stuff out. It's just horrible. Nintendo, I don't even know what's coming out. I think the new Switch still barely has games.
Disney has had one film this year make money. One.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think the Switch 2 barely has games. Like, they need to be making games for their super expensive, like, price hiked console that's supposed to be better and currently can't do crap. Put out some games.
Well, they have, and the first one, the new Mario Kart, has made money.
They need more than that. The new console.
Well, I agree they need more than that, but they're on pace to beat Disney right now in successes this year, and that's not a very high bar to set.
Dude, we're one explosive video away from doing better than Disney. Disney was on a crap show. That place is on fire.
Well, we're not losing money the way Disney is, and we're not raising the prices of our parks, of our channel, the way they are their parks. Let's see, what's Switch 2 game list?
Well, you trying to see what Switch 2 has out?
I'm going to see what games that the Switch 2 has out, because they just came out this summer, right?
Think so.
Back in June or July.
Look for games that are unique to it. Look for games that are unique to it, not just like, conversion to Switch 1 games.
Well, I think a lot of them are both Switch 1 and Switch 2.
Oh, that stupid wheelchair game. I still that one. I always forget about this with the wheelchair game, the wheelchair basketball game.
Here is by Wikipedia, Switch 2 only games. There's
wow, they have a massive list.
Yeah, there's about what, 20 of them here. BitBoy Arcade. Bravely Default, Flying Fairy.
It's a remaster.
HD remaster.
Which I just said, not in the game that they just brought over. It's probably on the Switch 1, the original game.
Well, how many games
was
on
Nintendo? Yes, I actually loved that game. I was hoping the remaster would make it to PC. It was a really good game.
No, it's exclusive to Nintendo.
Yeah.
They harmed you again.
Yeah.
Now, Donkey Kong Bonanza was huge, and looks like a really fun game.
Yeah.
So right now, the master list of games that are coming out this year or next year are already out of 205 games. Now, a lot of those aren't necessarily exclusives, but how many exclusives does PlayStation and Xbox have? Well, Xbox doesn't have any exclusives.
You know about this game. Bloodaxe, you didn't hear about this game. So you're in a wheelchair, and you're playing wheelchair basketball, and you have to take your controllers and put them on a table, and I'm only laughing not at people in wheelchairs and how dumb the game is, because here's why it's dumb. I'm laughing for a reason you didn't think. Guess what happens when you take your controllers and keep rubbing them against a surface? People were literally breaking their controllers and wearing it down because the Switch 2 controller is not built to be dragged across a surface, and it has to apparently be on a surface. So they would actually damage the controller.
So you buy another one. Brilliant way to make more money.
You have to actually drag it across, and apparently, and it's the connector side down. So it was actually the sensitive part of the controller, so it was being damaged. Because look, it's face down.
Yeah.
It was so you couldn't connect. It was literally breaking. They built a game that breaks your controller. They built a game that breaks your controller.
I can't play any of this because we'll get Nintendo will try to claim our video. So
Yeah. No, but you can see enough.
But
Here's
yeah.
what's worse. I'm not the one making fun. No. I'm not making fun of people in wheelchairs. I believe perfectly healthy people playing this game are, because this motion probably offended a bunch of people. Except I'm not miming a wheelchair. I'm miming the game where people pretend to be in wheelchairs, which to me is messed up.
It's like a
It is.
wheelchair version of.
It's the stupid RC car
Rocket
soccer.
League.
It's just a stolen game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo, Spendo should get copyright struck.
Yeah, Epic should sue them.
But the fact that you pretend to be handicapped in this game and literally live action mime being in a wheelchair, to me, I don't understand how this works. Like, that seems offensive to me. And the only thing that's like, well, it's not even, no, that's actually more offensive. But the other offensive part is that you also gave me a game where I break my controller. I'm using it. I literally rub the connectors off. It's bullcrap. And it's dumb as a concept.
That is pretty dumb. That is pretty dumb. Oh.
I mean, it's offensive. That's why I'm laughing, because I can't believe they were this
5,
stupid.
8, 13, 14, 15, 20, 22.
Next game coming out for Nintendo. One-armed baseball.
Honestly, out of
You
the
gotta
ones
actually
I'm
put your
seeing,
controller behind your back.
a lot of these aren't even out yet because Pokemon Pokopia isn't out yet. I don't think Yoshi the Mystery Book is out yet.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for the Metroid game to see if they have it listed. At least they didn't list that one, because it's not out yet either.
Oh, Prime 4.
Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch 2 Welcome Tour. They list that as their...
They don't have games. I stand by my statement.
Yeah. Wow.
They have
Is that the
Donkey
one
Kong
at
Bonanza,
nine?
Mario Kart and Kirby. Because Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, go over to that. Click on that. I don't think that's out yet.
Which one? This one?
Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, is that out?
Hyrule Warrior.
No, it's
November
not.
6th. Yeah.
So it's coming out, but it's not out. So yeah, that list is not trustworthy at the moment.
Yeah,
'Cause you
I
don't
think
know how
more
many
than
of those
half of this is not even out of these 20-some-odd games.
Yeah, I think they probably got about 4 or 5. Dragon's Drive is out. I've actually watched gameplay of it. It was funny. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, this one just came out, Fire Emblem.
Like just watching the player just doing all of that, I'm just like,
that is
really?
hilarious.
No, it's really. And then you're wearing your controller out, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well, now they showed them having to jump them up, too, because they were
oh yeah,
jumping the
to do
wheelchair. So that's like bashing your...
Here's why I think this game is stupid. And then we'll move on. You're either a completely healthy person pretending to be handicapped, which I think is in poor taste, or you're a handicapped person who isn't allowed to have the fantasy of playing a goddamn basketball player that's not in a wheelchair. Who's this game for? Because if I was in a wheelchair and I wanted to play a basketball game, I want to play LeBron or Kobe or somebody. I don't want to be in a wheelchair when I'm playing my video game. Who wants to do that if that's their life?
It also doesn't even look like the wheelchair. It looks like a robot.
Yeah, it's
So
weird.
it
It does
could
look
be
like
in
a
a
robot.
wheelchair. Like, I mean...
No, they were built. Yeah, I guess they were built into the chair. I don't know, dude. It's weird. It's a dumb concept where somebody thought that people in wheelchairs wanted to play people in wheelchairs in a sports game, or that people who aren't in wheelchairs will have fun pretending to be in wheelchairs. Which back in the day, that was a bully, and you beat them up for teasing the kid in the wheelchair. I don't get it.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what the rules are.
It's the whole...
Well, I mean-
it's the whole... Oh, well, people want to play people like them. Well, like, I want to play somebody similar enough I can get into... But I don't want to be ugly in my game. I'm ugly in real life, you know?
I'm going to tell you a little secret, guys. I play a black character every time I can. I've never played one that's in his 40s.
Yeah.
My
Playing
heyday is
devil's
not
advocate.
now. My heyday was 20-something-year-old Q. I play
hang
a
on.
young dude of me.
Playing devil's advocate, I would rather have more options to be able to play than less options. So there may be a market of people that want to play it, and if that's the case, good for them. I don't think it's a bad thing. At least Mark pointed out they're robots to where their torso's attached to the frame.
No, they have legs.
Now they have legs, but
They just don't work.
apparently the
Whatever.
robot.
But I mean, I'd rather have choices than the limitations. So, good for the developer that made it, and I hope that they're successful with it. But is it poor taste? Yes. Would any of us play it? No.
Well,
but if someone out there enjoys it, you do you, bro.
Well, here's
have
the thing.
fun. And
you made a good point, but and if the game was a basketball game where one of the characters is in a wheelchair, that's perfectly fine. I'd love to see NBA Jam with a wheelchair character. You could do the big, awesome dunks. Yeah, but that's not what it is. Somebody made a whole game about that.
I mean, I think they've done some of the sports games with the wheelchair Olympics version of the teams.
Or
and
have
stuff
a
like
character.
that.
Hey, man, I believe you should be able to play any character you want. I'm talking about it's a dumb game concept because, as usual, they didn't give you a choice. Everybody's in a wheelchair.
I'm more amused by just the wear and tear of the
Breaking the
controllers.
controller.
Yeah.
That to me is the
that's the bad idea. But it's a poor man's Rocket League. Instead of cars, you have wheelchair robots.
I don't know if it's a poor man's Rocket League. I mean,
Pretty expensive buy-in.
it's pretty expensive buy-in.
I mean, if anything, Rocket League should sue Nintendo for jacking their ideas.
Bro, you don't know how much it jacked the idea. Even though Rocket League has goals, you can run up the walls on Rocket League. You can do it in that game, too. I've watched gameplay.
I know, looking at it, dude.
It mechanically plays like Rocket League.
I immediately saw Rocket League. I mean...
Yeah, but they're suing everybody, and they'll watch them copyright that type of game and try to cancel Rocket League. That's their plan. They're going to cancel Rocket League.
Let's see. Who came up with this? Is this...
Hey, don't dox anybody.
Okay, it's this platform, but
It's public
the
domain,
developer's
dude.
Nintendo. Okay, yeah.
Developers Nintendo.
So,
I'm not worried about the name of the person that did it.
I wasn't talking about that. I mean... And then Rocket League was Psionics. So
Metroid Prime 4 is set for December 4th, 2025.
And Rocket League was on Nintendo Switch. That must have been where they got the inspiration. Well, it was a pretty popular game for a while. I think it still has a player base.
And that's sad because I've played every Metroid up until Prime 4, and I'm not buying a Switch 2. I'm not buying another Nintendo. The next thing I'm buying is going to be an actual gaming PC.
Yeah, I was going to say, you better not spend that money. You put that money toward the gaming PC.
Well, but not everybody's getting hit by the Xbox price high.
That pissed me off when I found that. Oh, I was livid. I called Q and vented on the phone for probably half an hour. I was pissed.
This is his story. He was mad.
So just
and I called it. I told y'all last week that the European Union was going to get involved in this shit, and sure enough, it didn't even take 5 days, and they're already getting involved with the whole Microsoft price increase for Game Pass. So,
yes, certain
Dicejunkies was right again.
Will not be hit
if you maintain your membership.
Yeah.
If you keep your membership, they can't hike your price.
Which a lot of people were already pissed off about that because some people immediately canceled on the price hike, and they were just like, well, you should have waited.
I mean, yeah, but here's what that does. Makes you go, well, now I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Because that's what it does. And this is why, I did the math. Me and Bloodaxe had a long discussion. I explained why Xbox is doing this. A 50% price hike is so high that they could lose 20% of their entire Ultimate Game Pass game base and still make money.
25, yeah.
Yeah. That's how high that price hike is. So, unless 30. They lose, no, it's 30. Yeah, they got to lose 30 to stop making money. Now, here's the thing, though. They're not going to lose it up front, but they will eventually. It is going to take several months for people to catch on because, as Bloodaxe is our witness, they just sent you an email. Which, who opens their Xbox emails? You know how much crap I got from Xbox when I was a member? They spammed my email box.
We'll notify you up to at least 60 days in advance.
Yeah.
No, I gotta notice that my next statement is going to go.
No, not you.
These other people.
Yeah, you're an American.
These other people they'll notify 60 days.
But I just want to get this out real quick. Is that what's going to happen is they're going to eventually lose that 30%. But here's the reason why. And you're going to say, yeah, but you did get like that, but they made some money for a while. But those people aren't coming back. They can't change the price enough that I will become an Ultimate Game Pass member permanently again, like on recurring. If they put out one amazing month of games, I might do it for a month. And only to, like you said, I could do $60 or $90 on PC, go try out if they did 2 or 3 games. But I'm really just doing that to see if I want to buy it. I still would not ever become, and I was a recurring long time top tier PC and Xbox Ultimate member, as was Bloodaxe. And Bloodaxe is talking about not buying another Xbox, which means Game Pass is out.
I mean, another kick in the dick, man.
Punch.
So I did the math. Was it Monday or Tuesday? And I was like, how long have I been? I was talking to a buddy of mine, Alpha Knight. Thanks for your service, by the way, buddy. And like, when did we start actually paying for subscription for Xbox Live? Well, the first game that actually sponsored the supported online play wasn't Halo. It was Mech Assault 1. And I got the Xbox for Mech Assault 2. So I've been a subscriber to Xbox Live for 20 years. Since 2005 was when I actually got my subscription. So I have been paying religiously my annual fee or buying those monthly or quarterly or annual cards for 2 decades. Longer than most of the employees.
So I joined to play Mech Assault with Bloodaxe, so 2 decades.
So after 2 decades of loyalty I never bought a PlayStation. I had a Nintendo for my family, but I didn't really play it except for Mario Kart and Smash Bros. So after 2 decades of loyalty, you're going to give me double barrel fingers and say, you know what, if you want to play our games, then you'll keep subscribing. The hell I will. So after researching, for those of you that don't know, you have to have some form of Game Pass in order to play online games with your friends. There's 3 tiers. There's the Game Pass Ultimate, which is going to be $30 starting November, which I've already downgraded mine to Premium, which is, I think, $16 or $15. And you get a selection of like 50 games. And it's really, really old titles. Nothing in the past year, but all the games that my son plays, except for one, is on that list. So you know what? Fine. If I can save $15 a month, I'll buy you the game in 3 months, and I could probably buy you DLC along with it. And then there's the $10 version, which is basically you get punch in the dick and you can play online with your friends, and that's about it.
Well,
and that's what
I do want to do full transparency too. My boys talked to me, the one that plays the sports games. He actually said he thinks Game Pass is crap too, but he wants the Xbox Live so he can keep playing. So I'm gonna go get the Xbox Live because it's $10. But
yeah,
for him to be able to play until he can take over himself, get his own account, because he's too young for like a card. You really need a credit card to do it.
Now,
so
also in good faith, I will say that Sony also, its minimum to play online with your friends is $10 a month.
Well, there you go. So I will not be playing E-Day when it comes out unless I buy it, which I probably won't buy it now because they pissed me off. Grounded 2, I'm sorry, I won't be able to play anything beyond the Scary and Hairy update. So to hell with that. And between Borderlands 4 and the Dying Light the Beast, which I cannot wait to play by myself, I'm so excited about that. And with Helldivers 2, which I bought to play with my son, I'm going to have a backlog of catalog of games, so I won't miss the extra money I'll be paying out. I will limit what I can play, but not only have I degraded my service, you've now pissed me off to where I will not buy your games anymore. I will wait and get a gaming PC and buy them on Steam just to spite you. So good job, Microsoft, because you have really just finally pissed. Because once you lose me as a customer, you don't get me back. Oh yeah, you can ask you. I hold a grudge like nobody. I hold a grudge to the point I'll probably burn in hell for it. That's how hard I hold a grudge.
Yeah, we're working on that. You too. But yes, and what's sad is they had guaranteed sales of E-Day. Because honestly, we're probably going to buy it. Because you don't get all of the DLC and stuff and all the special stuff.
You don't get this. I mean, check this out. I still have Collector Edition Gears of War 1, Collector Edition Gears of War 2. I have the Fabricator from Gears of War 5. I have the console from Gears 3 and Gears 5. I buy the Collector's Edition even though we get it with our subscriptions to Game Pass. Microsoft, you're a bunch of idiots. You have now taken the people with disposable income and told them to go fornicate themselves to the point to where they don't want to buy your services anymore. Good job.
Okay.
You played yourself.
So here's one of my things on this.
And we're going to prove
Xbox
later about the
thing
disposable income.
that is really dumb. So there was a survey out. It says more than 60% of U.S. game players only buy 2 games or fewer per year. So if you buy 2 games, you're spending about $120 to $160. If you have to pay $30 a month on Xbox,
$360. That's $360.
that's $360 a month. Now, here's the thing, though. People are creatures of habit and ease. The other statistic I want to throw out there is the average person has 2.8 to 4.5 subscriptions that they do. Because if it gives me enough, I will let that subscription keep running,
For
man.
pure convenience.
Just out of convenience. I've had subscriptions to services that I ain't watched in months just because I knew there'd be eventually a show that I would want to watch. You know, I only recently started canceling subscriptions, and that's because more and more subscriptions are not giving me enough to keep them alive.
I normally cancel subscription because they piss me off. I canceled my Netflix. This is why when I started using your Netflix, because of cuties.
Yeah.
Because of cuties. That weird crap they put on. Other than that, I'd still have it. Because I'm tired of people coming over and going, is there anything to watch? I'd rather be able to watch Netflix. But I'll never do that because then they put out Big Mouth. And I said, okay, we're done. Like, Netflix is sick.
Actually, I need to cancel my Nintendo subscription because I get like $30 charge every year for the old Nintendo and SNES catalogs that I haven't played in 2 years.
My Nintendo Switch has been dead for like a year because of the battery. I was planning on buying a Nintendo Switch 2 until they announced the high price. I still had my subscription going just out of laziness. I canceled it because of the Switch 2.
And then the lawsuits. That lawsuits really put a nail.
But
and to say the disposable income and also to swing to the next game, to show you how much we don't care. Dude, because like we bought each other copies of Remnant 2. I sit Bloodaxe effectively dying like the beast. You know why? Because I was like, I want him to play this game. We are customers you don't want to lose. Because we're not the buys one game a year people or two. We are the buy whatever we feel like. I'll buy a game that I get on Game Pass because I want to own it. I've done that. Dude, if I want it, I'm going to buy it and own it.
I'm single person. I don't have to spend a lot of money on other people. So I send my brother games all the time because my brother, he's got a family. He has a lot of expenses, and
sometimes the game's just not on their priority list. They wouldn't buy it.
So games aren't on his priority list. Now he'll call me and he'll be, man, it's been a rough week, And I was like, here's this cool game I play that I find fun, because I can.
Dude, on Steam, my son, Dad, I want to make a video on this game. You're going to play it like twice, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, what? Oh, $10? That's what's great about Steam. Well, Games like 10 or 15 bucks. And I'm like, oh, sure, 10, 15 bucks, get it. Get all of them. Get the whole series. He's got every FNAF game. He's played one of them. He's got all the FNAF series. He's got all the... We played Repo 3 times, But it's like you said, because it's my entertainment budget. It's just what I have budgeted for that.
But you can't let these companies screw you forever. You got to draw the line somewhere. And more of them are coming to the point my line is drawn. And I'm sorry, I'm stubborn. You know, you cross my line, I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do.
Well, like I said, it's the key feeling of it's not the money. It's nobody likes to feel like they're getting screwed or punched in the dick.
Yeah, I mean,
check out the video.
you just up the prices of your console because of macroeconomics. You know, now you're upping the price of your subscription. I guess for also macroeconomics. I don't know.
And here's a theory, a hypothesis. This is probably not correct, so feel free for both of you to refute me. But I believe that the people who had Ultimate Game Pass, especially PC and Xbox, those are the people who probably buy more than 2 games a year on top of that. Meaning, you've pissed off the customer base that probably was your biggest spenders. So while optically 50% boost is going to make you money, not if you lose people who would have bought Gears and 2 or 3 other games. Mm-hmm. I was slightly tempted. I can admit it now because it'll never happen. I found out Dying Light the Beast was not co-op, cross-platform. I almost thought, like, well, how much is it on Xbox? Because I've done that before. I had Remnant 2 on Xbox and Remnant 2 on PC. So I can play with you and play with Bloodaxe.
I did look at, I went to the Xbox store because I was like, you know what, sometimes the Xbox Store version is the Xbox version, and maybe we could link up through that way. But you can't even buy Dying Light the Beast on PC through the Xbox Store.
I checked. I'm really angry.
Yeah, no, I did too.
Because I really wanted to play a zombie game with all 3 Dicejunkies. Because he's playing it. He's playing the game. We got Xeno. It's amazing. He's playing the game. So we were like, we're going to go kill zombies together. And Bloodaxe is on his friend list. He's like, I can't find you. And I'm like, don't worry. I'll open a session, and you can search my session. And then over the Discord, we just hear, it's not cross-platform from Xeno. We're just like, and I was like, oh, man. I was pissed the whole day. We're playing Borderlands. I'm picking on everybody. They had to tell me to calm down because I was that mad. Like, I was just being an a-hole.
Because I remember when we covered that they announced that it wasn't going to be a DLC. One of the things they mentioned was they were going to make this one cross-play.
I know we're not crazy because we talked about it for like months.
Yeah.
And we kept mentioning how much. And I remember that was the first thing we checked. Well, is it going to be? That's why I bought it on PC.
And somewhere within the last year, they said, we're not going to. Now, this is rumor. I mean, but the rumor is the reason they decided not to go cross-play was because Sony doesn't want to play with Xbox. And if that's the case, man, if I could find out concrete that's the case, I'd want to go and punch Sony in the balls. I would fly wherever they are.
My Sony, the war between me and Sony will never end. Me and Sony will be enemies for life.
But we can't confirm that.
I know. But if I found that out, I might go to jail. Like, I really might actually be like, hey, man. Let's, you know what? Dicejunkies never been to Japan. Let's go make a trip. Because I'm like, and this is why we said it's going to be a rant episode. It's because, as a collective, the gaming industry is just a F up. And then we got the nerve last episode, man, I'm worried about Western gaming, man, and all. And I'm like, dude, maybe we need, I never thought oh, God, I don't want to say it. Maybe we need new people to own it who are willing to look and go, that seems stupid. Let's not do that. Maybe we need other people to buy it that'll look at it and go, what are we planning to do? Has that ever worked? Because that's what gets me. Has that ever worked?
Well, that is the thing. Like, all like the EA purchase is all investment companies, and so they should actually care about making a profit from stuff. So
the question is will they be able to get the truth, or will they get lied to and told, no, this is what's selling?
Will they invest in SBI and?
Don't do that. No, I can't handle that right now.
No, I mean...
No, wait. Wait. They wouldn't even talk to SBI. I forgot about them. We keep forgetting how far...
Yeah.
No. I would not suggest SBI fly to Saudi Arabia to talk to them. Because, look, guys, I don't like your games.
Go ahead, do that.
I don't like your games, but I value your life.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to happen to SBI. Let me make that clear. Like, please do not go to Saudi Arabia. It won't be like the comedy show. They didn't invite you, and if they did invite you, it's a trap. Be safe. Don't go to Saudi Arabia.
That has been one of the amusing things. I've several comedians basically telling people they should go to Saudi Arabia because the comedy shows went well there.
They invited them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Let me tell you something.
The
only person who got to tell
I don't know.
They're willing to put up with the jester. Come make us laugh. Dance. Ha ha ha. Look at him. He tells the joke. Boom. No, you come over there. You guys need to. And then we never hear from you again. Don't go over there. I'm being serious, though. Seriously, don't get. Because, you know, they think they can get away with that crap. Please don't. It's dangerous. I'm not trying to be mean to Saudi Arabia. They're clear about what they're about. It ain't their fault either. If you take your butt somewhere, I'll never go somewhere where I know I don't need to be. Don't go somewhere you shouldn't be. You actually kind of freaked me out because I followed the president of SBI, and I can see her thinking that she could get away with it. She is full of herself. And I don't want her to go over there thinking that that's going to go her way. That would be terrible. I don't want to see that happen. You know, I'm tired of tragedy. No. You know, we've had enough of that. I don't want any more tragedy. It would be a tragedy. Now, Nintendo getting hacked, that's not a tragedy. but I don't want anybody to get hurt. And the environment just doesn't play well. But no, to finish my point, and then you can go, but it's just that I'm starting to wonder if maybe we need people who don't have such an ego running these companies so we can get better games, because it's ego. I'm right and you're wrong. Look at Randy Pitchford. Look, I like Borderlands 4, but Randy Pitchford should never be allowed to talk to anybody. He should not be allowed to talk. His ego is out of control.
Yeah.
And that's what's ruining Gearbox. It's like companies are ruined by egos where they start thinking, I know better than the customer. No, nobody knows better than the customer. The customer has the money. That's the truth. You can't know better than the person who's going to actually pay for it. Because then they're not going to give you their money. And everybody loses their job. Go ahead, Bloodaxe.
Well, I kind of disagree. I think you need an ego in order to lead certain organizations and be successful. But in the end, you need someone who is a capitalist pig and wants to make money and give people the products they want to buy. And that will take a certain degree of ego that says, I'm not going to go with the mainstream. I'm going to do things my way. But you do need someone who can read the room, which...
Yeah, but Steve Jobs was trying to make money.
I said it worked for Steve Jobs, the ego. So.
True, but he also wasn't trying to make money. Problem is, these guys aren't even trying to make money, man. I'm sorry. I stand by it. They're not even trying.
Yeah.
Good.
You got to be able to read your audience and read the room. And whenever things aren't going in the direction you want, you need to be able to be smart enough to pivot in order to provide the services that people want to purchase. Because right now, economy-wise, we can't just, drop $60, $70 every week on a new game. So we are going to be selective in the games that we want to buy. And, I'm thankful that, my friends help pick me up whenever, I'm going through some tough times right now personally. And we want to be able to play together. And we got the middle finger because it was too hard to do cross-play. But anyway, so I think you do need to have some kind of ego in order to be able to be successful now today and age. And like I said last week, maybe the purchase of EA is not a bad thing, because I think we will get games that are made by people who want to make money and not check off a box. Did y'all hear about that game that got canceled by Ubisoft?
The Civil War.
I don't know if you're playing on. Yes.
Yeah. So there's the thing. It's rumor. Supposedly Hex. They were thinking Hex got canceled originally. Was the rumor?
Needed to be.
And then it came out that it was that it may have been a Ubisoft post Civil War Assassin's Creed that they canceled due to political climate.
And let me tell you how I feel about this. It's supposedly because the character was supposed to be a black former slave, and I'm like, that makes perfect sense. I mean, it's post-Civil War. But here's my thing. This shows they don't know how to make money. Let me tell you something. Why would you do a post-Civil War Assassin's Creed game? Do it during the Civil War Assassin's Creed game and let me play a former black slave. I'm down. I will. Ooh, I did not get excited. I was like, dude, hunting down.
Like you mentioned, it would have been the place to have the first flag instead of in Japan.
And I get to affect the Civil War, man. I'm hunting down racists. Like, there's racist cells in the Confederacy that are influencing them, and you need to get in there, and I get to, and free slaves, and, and heck, I don't even mind in the game. Somebody's going to call me the N-word. It's going to happen. It's expected, a Civil War. And then I shank them. That's called catharsis. But, like, we don't have a problem. Black people don't have a problem playing a freed slave, especially one that's rebelling, in an appropriate timepiece. That's interesting.
I mean, white people don't have a problem with freeing slaves and shanking slave owners. I mean,
true. I mean, don't admit that. You'll get in trouble. Nobody wants to admit that the help that was gotten during that. But, I mean, no, like, this actually would have been a game. I would be like, you're playing a former slave who joined the Assassins. I'm like, I can see that.
What I'm saying is, I mean, it's historically bad, slavery, bad.
Yeah.
Historically. Almost everybody agrees.
Oh, yeah, everybody knows that. So that's why I don't get the post-Civil War was a concept. I'm like, well, who are you killing after the Civil War unless you're hunting down remnants? But I think it would have been fun to be like, soldiers.
Abraham Lincoln.
No, they were supposedly hunting down pointy hats. Is what I heard. They're hunting down pointy hats in the South.
That shot Abraham Lincoln was an assassin from Assassin's Creed. I forgot his name too. Boots.
Yeah. John Wilkes Booth.
Not that. Oh wow. Anyway. I actually would have liked to have played this. I'm not kidding. Like, that's the time that I'm like, freed slave, man, and I'm going down there in the South and getting people out, man, and getting them up north. That sounds fun. Sounds really fun. That is as good as my Shaka Zulu era idea. That's actually really good. But, of course, that wasn't what they were doing. They were doing post-Civil War because they literally have no talent for this. Because, dude, man, if I was in the Civil War, I want to be an assassin. That sounds fun to be an assassin during the Civil War. Like, that sounded like an amazing idea, which is obviously why that wasn't what they were doing.
I mean, it's almost as good as going and killing Nazis,
They haven't given us that game.
Yeah.
World War II
Assassin's Creed, Wolfenstein.
I know. And you want to know who I want to play? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because I'm 25%. I want to be a Jew during World War II and an assassin. Fuck yeah.
What?
That sounds awesome.
There's nothing.
They don't even know how to do being woke right. That would be amazing.
There's nothing better than, that revenge feel.
Yeah. Freeing your people from camps.
Yeah,
that would be an awesome game.
Dark. Coming from the oppressed to the oppressed.
So, gaining power when you didn't have it is a very fun feeling.
It's one of those, dude, we read books and novels. From weak to strong is the common
Why didn't they make these games? Nobody would have a problem. That's a good idea. But instead, they thought I wanted to be a black samurai. Or more accurately, a pet for Oda Nobunaga, which they ain't into. Sorry, the relationship wasn't like that. So you look it up, man, that wasn't a relationship. I don't know. They don't, you know what? They don't understand us. They need to stop. They really do, because I'm like, man, that sounds great. Heck, you know what? I wouldn't even mind playing in an era and I'm in the Black Panthers and I'm an assassin, during like you say, there's struggle times where it would be interesting to have that dynamic.
Black Panther history is a little shaky, but
this revisionist though. You have a hunt down. I mean, KKK.
I guess you can do revisionist. Yes.
I mean, dude, Assassin's Creed Shadows. They don't give a flip.
Well, it's true.
It plays like a rap song when you're fighting the last boss. I don't think they care at Ubisoft. Well, they didn't. They ain't got Assassin's Creed no more.
I mean, being an ex-slave assassin, I think, is a little more copacetic.
No, that's the best. I know, but they're being controversial, so at least make it appropriate controversy.
True.
But no, I like the idea of the Shaka Zulu era because I would love to learn more about that. There's no game that really puts you in that period, and there's a lot of interesting history there. And I think they were going up against the Romans. So, I believe that was an interesting one. But the during the Civil War and during World War II, it sounds like two good ones. You want to say punch all Nazis? Give us the game where you have actual Nazis. I'm just saying, you're playing a historical game. Why have we not had World War II? Knowing these weirdos, you'd probably play a Templar and be on the wrong side. I don't know. They can't get this right. Or they do something stupid like, World War II, you're an assassin. You're Hawaiian. And it gets played by The Rock. And you're just like, what the?
Yeah, you know.
There's some better choices.
I don't know. I don't know what the game industry's doing, dude. I'm just exhausted at this
Selling.
point.
They're selling. They're selling
They're
themselves.
not selling. That's the problem.
No, I'm talking about selling to other people. So, like they're selling to me. Dude, EA is huge. You know that, right? Like the EA is massive in sports. That was a big acquisition. I understand why they're freaking out more by that because that is a lot of games and a massive game company that will never find its way back into Western gaming hands fully.
Wait, what?
It never will.
Yeah, it always blew my mind that a game studio was successful in finding multiple gaming franchises that would be willing to sell you a full price copy year over year, and you thought you had to have it. With very minimal changes, by the way, which is wild. So
and with the debt that came along with it, they're going to have to make money. So we're about to see some interesting things. Now, the problem is I'm worried we're going to get a bunch of frigging microtransaction slop. That's the fear. Because the other problem with investment companies is that they're really into stuff like that. So the question is, will it be better or worse? I'm worried about microtransactions, not content. I'm worried that it's like you got to dang near use a subscription to play a game.
They already had the.
EA already has that today.
He's reading about James Gunn.
Oh no. Okay, so I just saw
What do you do now?
James Gunn will be out at DC with Warner Brothers sale. Which, okay, it sounded like an interesting read because I was like, okay, well, that sort of sucks. I mean, he hadn't really even got started good to see if his,
They claim that Superman didn't make the money that you thought it did.
I mean,
That's what I heard.
yeah,
Like,
they
one
said
of the
with
reasons.
Superman reportedly bombing financially and with Peacekeeper 2 season flopping with fans, I thought Peacemaker season 2 wasn't that bad. I mean, yeah,
Doesn't mean it wasn't that bad, though. Did it get the watches?
and I found things amusing with it. Anyway, my thing is he still hadn't really started. I mean, that's a toe in,
They're not playing that anymore. They've wasted too much money on you know what kind of content.
So
they don't have the money to play that. You got to make money from the front because
So
they wasted the money
surprised
on
that they would
Suicide
drop
Squad.
Gun that quickly, but then before I got, I mean, you already see. Then it became a political article after that, and I was just like, ah!
How did it become a political
Because
article?
apparently the people who were buying Warner Brothers' father is a friend of Trump.
My God, you can't even. Wow. Okay, that's getting
Yeah.
into my
It
sister's
says-
brother's former roommate.
What if I told if David buys Warner Brothers Discovery, is that James will be out? David Ellison's father, billionaire David Ellison, is close to not even a friend. It's just close.
No, you do realize it's not even he's the friend; it's his father.
His father, yeah.
And like you do know, a lot of us don't follow our father's politics. He doesn't. I don't completely. Like it's like that doesn't even mean anything. You can't say what the politics of somebody is just because they have a relative.
And I'm just like, why? Yeah.
Also, here's our secret: his father may not have the politics you think he does. He may just know the guy.
But it was just I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Why? And then it just becomes political, and we try to avoid political on the show, and so it's just like, man, I thought I found something interesting that we could talk about, but then I don't want to roll into all the
Your niece's boyfriend's ex-roommate. That's like, what? Okay, what does that make us? Absolutely nothing. It's not relevant.
Oh man.
Hey, that's good news though. Spaceballs too. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Spaceballs.
Because there's no Mel. He'll probably roast a few things that need to be roasted in his
And
era.
Expedition 33 is going to get a free update.
Yeah, man. Yeah, too bad. No matter how hard they try, they're not making Game of the Year. They're not even in the running. That was for Bloodaxe. They're not even in the running, man.
Oh.
Don't know why.
That was a fun
The
game.
Seems amazing, but
And if they came out with a sequel, I would get it on a gaming PC. I am.
All right, with that, I think we're going to wrap
super
up,
good.
guys.
Why did that say Swamp Thing killed the children? What the heck is Swamp Thing got into? Go up a little more.
Swamp Thing is killing the children, coming from Boom/DC Black Label. I guess it's a comic book. Yeah, number 50. So apparently something is killing the children, number 50.
They said that DC wanted you to know that the Swamp Thing you know and love isn't killing the children. This is another one of those stupid dark DC variants where
the comics come from DC Horror.
It's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's part of their Black Label, which is all horror stuff. So anyway.
Why's it gotta be black?
Oh, God dang it.
Bullet.
And with that note, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to go to Dicejunkies.com where you find links there where we are online. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on our YouTube channel. And every week.
You hope you enjoy. Can't even keep a straight face.